Welcome to something a little different. I am going to do probably a fair few of these videos. I'm going to put the racer mantle aside a little bit and put on the coaching mantle, as you would. So today I want to talk about music and music on our rides, music in everyday life, and the potential performance benefits and the potential pitfalls of that, and the potential negative impacts that may have. Before I go any further, I'd like to say that I don't think music is good or bad. It just is, and everybody has personal preferences, what kind of music they like, and how music stimulates people differently. So I'm not going to talk too much about the safety of listening to music when you ride. The science pretty clearly shows that if you are riding on the road, having one earbud in or an earbud with a sort of open design, that allows your ears some openness to the surrounding environment, has essentially no impact on cycling safety. Obviously, if you're riding with sealed earbuds on a busy road, that's going to impair your ability to interact with the environment around you. So just be aware of that. That's a personal choice. I'm not going to get too much into that. If you feel super strongly about that, feel free to shoot me a message, and I can clarify any points that you may misunderstand. So on the performance side of it, on a bike or riding, Dylan Johnson did an incredible video, I think, outlining the science behind it and the potential performance improvements that you can see listening to music on your endurance rides, on effort rides, the type of music, and your preference of music, how that all comes into play. So I'm going to link that video in the description, and if you want to delve more into the science behind the potential performance enhancement of music in your training, please go watch that. I would highly recommend it. The science is not super unified on the amount of performance gain that you can potentially get, but from what I've seen, it's roughly around a 2% increase potentially, based on a huge amount of factors: music tempo, music preference, music choice, and how all of that affects you as an individual. So go check out Dylan's video if you want to learn more about that. I'm going to talk a little bit more about something different, and so go check out Dylan's video, like I've said 3 times already. What I want to talk about is how music affects us at a subconscious and conscious level outside of training, and how that may be impacting your training on the bike without you realizing it. So the way I like to think about this is like a spider at the center of a big spider web. In the analogy, you are the spider, and the spider web is the information that surrounds us on a day-to-day basis. Music, TV, news, pretty much any stimulus that you have coming in would be the web. And there's a lot of stimulus in our today's world, right? Technology has allowed us so much access to information. So keep that analogy in mind. So we're sitting at the center of this web of information, and it is entirely up to us what we allow in, right? What part of that web we allow to impact us. The question needs to be asked: is the music we're listening to healthy? Is it contributing to a healthy conscious and subconscious mind frame? And the easiest way that I have found for myself for this is to very frequently remind myself of my own vision for what I want to become. What type of person am I going to be? What values do I hold? And where am I going? Where am I pushing towards? When you have that in mind, it is very easy to objectively bounce information off of that vision. So if I say, hey, this is my value on this, and this song that I'm listening to is the complete opposite, is it going to contribute to a healthy mind frame? A lot of the music that is sort of pervasive in our current society that I've heard, a lot of it really celebrates weakness, living an unhealthy lifestyle, loss, celebrating loss, pining after people, relationships in an unhealthy way, celebrating unhealthy coping mechanisms. So we have to ask ourselves when we listen to a song, what effect is this having on me subconsciously? Because everything that we allow in has an effect. Every stimulus that we allow in has an effect. So how is this affecting me? Maybe not on a conscious level, maybe on a subconscious level. And then the question is, how is this going to affect my trajectory and my vision for myself? And is it going to help propel me towards what I want to become? From an athletic standpoint, are you listening to a bunch of songs that celebrate drugs and alcohol and parties and maybe you're super into that and maybe that's your thing, and fair enough, but I would make an argument that the music we listen to should push us in the direction we want to go. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, how is the music that I am listening to affecting me on a conscious and subconscious level? And is it helping propel me towards this vision that I have for myself? Everything that we see, hear, understand, any information that we take in is going to have an effect on how we think. So to wrap this video up, it is our responsibility what we allow in, what stimulus we allow in on a frequent level. Is it going to help us? Is it going to hinder us? And that's the decision we have to make. And if you are really pushing towards something, pushing towards a goal, is this certain stimulus going to help you achieve that goal, or is it going to hinder you, maybe even on a subconscious level? So every little bit counts. Keep pushing and keep thinking. So I've got a new website. I'm doing some coaching. If you are interested, have a look at it. I'll leave the link in the description below. If you are interested in coaching, hit me up with a message and ask me anything. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Ride safe out there, and